Hey Aquarius, welcome to Deku Tarot. Welcome back, guys. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much. Welcome back. I appreciate you guys. I love you all so much. If you're not, make sure to like, share, subscribe. Check out your other readings. Definitely check out that Virgo new moon reading for all the signs. It's time stamped. But Aquarius, let's get right into this. If you want to get into any of those Virgo specials I have going on, check out my description box below. Check out my Twitter and my Instagram. I have extra specials as well as daily readings there, okay? But let's get into this because I get this feeling, guys, and I want to say, like, I was kind of more excited with the Leo reading. It felt exciting. It felt like good change. Yours feels like there is something impending and you kind of been seeing it coming, and I'll say it feels less than stellar. So this is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Check out your other placements, especially if it doesn't resonate with you. Don't take it personally. They're just not your messages I'm picking up on. Virgo season, it's very much about the details, the little things. It can also be a bit self-deprecating, self-destructive in some aspects because Virgos can beat themselves up pretty bad. So Aquarius, let's see what your energy is. We're using the Aquarian Tarot. It really wanted to be used, obviously, for you. So let's check this out. What's your energy this September 2019, guys? Can't believe we're here. Right? 10 of Rods. I don't even feel like that's it, though. I feel like there's more. It feels like you've got a lot of weight on your shoulders right now, and you don't really know what to do. It feels like you just keep putting on more and taking on more, and you know that at some point, something is going to happen. So what is that? Hangman reverse. Whatever we've been hung up on is finally coming to a close. Whenever I see the Hangman reverse, there is a very specific energy of being more into our ego than our spiritual side. We're relying on our egoism rather than the spirituality of something, and we think that we can just, you know, this isn't gonna, it's kind of like you're ignoring. You know what, we'll put words to this when we pull some more cards because there's just too much here. It's just too much. And I need some help for sure. Too many cards coming out, all face down. It's in our environment, our surroundings, and how we're dealing with it here. Chariot reversed. Like I said, this feels kind of tough. The Chariot's reversed. There is a sense of failure about something, a sense of not being in alignment about which direction we're going, whether that be within a relationship, even within ourselves here. We haven't been in alignment in terms of where we really want to go here, and this is what's coming up. And I'll be honest, I don't mean to sound harsh. I have a Virgo moon, and people constantly throughout my life have complained that I can come across as mean with what I say or sharp, and I have a sharp tongue. I don't mean to be. I never mean anything in a mean way. I'm just very upfront and blunt about things. Virgo season can make people like that, and I think that I need to be blunt with you guys, so forgive me if it comes across as rude or unfeeling, but there are definitely things within our life here that are just totally out of alignment, and you guys know it. For some reason, instead of dealing with it like you've been asked to do, you've been carrying around these wands and just taking on more and more and more, and now you're so out of alignment you don't know which direction you're going in here. Ace of Rods, and we don't even have the energy to do it, is the whole thing. Is like, we don't even have the energy right now. Like, it just feels like a mess, honestly. I would say use this Virgo new moon at the beginning of the month to initiate change, to really start new projects, to look at the areas of our life that do need attention. You know, we need to start implementing change here. We need to start dealing with what has not been working out for us. And I think that you guys know exactly where those things are. 5 of Cups. I did not expect this for you guys, but I would like to say I didn't expect it. Sorry, but I did. So what is this really about? Let's get to the root of this issue here. And you guys know what it is, don't you? High Priestess, your higher self knows. You know, she's the keeper of the secrets. And whenever she shows up, I have to say, your higher self knows. You know, in some aspect, in some respect, exactly what's going on here. Exactly what's going on here. The High Priestess may be kind of mysterious and I don't know, I'm trying to find, I'm literally just going to keep pulling cards because I keep having a loss of words for you guys. And maybe that's part of what we're going through right now. We're focused so much on what we've had to let go of, on what hasn't worked out. On maybe even the past, I'm saying getting like 3 years where it just feels like 3 relationships, 3 people, 3 situations that we've started that just haven't panned out. 4 of Wands, though, is on the other side, but we have to do this. We have to deal with it. So let's get some clarifiers. And I think that we need to clarify with the Morgan Greer. We're just going to do it that way, okay? I want to talk about what the root of this situation here really is. What it is that we... What is this situation this month that's bringing in all this tension, all this lack of direction, this lack of alignment here? For Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, what is the issue? What's the root of this problem? 5 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. And what's on the bottom of the deck, Hermit? Fighting, miscommunication, trying to one-up each other. There's just like, I gotta say, guys, I feel like you guys are doing this, though. I'm finding it hard to describe that to you and hard to explain it to you, but I feel like you guys are the reason that things aren't working out right now. And you know it, that you had a lot to do with this. 10 of Pentacles is there and the Hermit is there, and maybe that's what we're seeking out. We want this. But what we have is this and this. We have all this stuff, but what we're seeking out is this, and we want to fight for it, but it's just like we're fighting for it in the wrong ways. And Virgo season has us focusing on home, family, money. What do we want in terms of all that, you know? We're focusing on our financial power and material, our family, our home, what we want here. The Hermit's saying that, you know, we're going through a deep time of trying to seek that out. And I feel like that's why I'm quieter in your reading. Because you guys are going through something deeper. And you might want to even fight the spiritual because we are so focused on the material. So focused on this intense... all this stuff that we're carrying and the emotions and everything that it's bringing up that we're not... We might be thinking that we're being very spiritual, but we're spiritually lacking right now for sure. And I think that we really, really, really need to kind of go within here and deal with some things here. We need to stop withdrawing from our responsibility to situations and others and even ourselves. It's like we've been withdrawing from responsibility. That's really what's going on here. And we need to kind of go within and seek out the great wisdom and counsel that is there for us. That we have. We can direct ourselves to this. We can figure out what the light is and push forward. But we are distracting ourselves up here. We're not in alignment. We don't have the energy. We're focused on all the wrong things. And it's making us kind of fight. We also might be feeling extremely attacked at this time. Like, why are people fighting? Why are they saying these things? Why are they so harsh? Virgo season, don't take it too much to heart. But also, I want to say to you guys specifically, if people are saying harsh things, there might be some truth behind them that you need to listen to. They might actually help you if you're willing to listen. But what did I literally just saw the High Priestess reverse pop up and then she went back in. That makes me think of the Hermit though. We might be thinking that we're seeking something out, but instead we're isolating ourselves from true knowledge because we want to focus so much on making this out of a situation that is just, it's not going to be, it's not in alignment. So if you're trying to make a relationship situation happen, or you're focusing on manifesting something that you just know is, like, there's just so much energy against it, be aware that that's not good for you and that it's time to let that go, okay? let's continue to see Chariot reversed, Ace of Rods reversed. Clarify the energy. Clarify what's happening here, what's going on for Aquarians in terms of what's coming in. What do they need to know about what's coming in? There's choices here, the Lovers. We have a choice. We have a choice, and what is this choice about? Hermit. Chariot reverse, Ace of... Okay, Eight of Swords. Something that we've been ignoring. I don't know what's up with you guys and pretending... You guys have put your... It's kind of like there's self-delusion here. I feel like I was saying this to another sign here as well. It might have been Pisces. I don't remember what sign it was. I think it was Capricorn, actually. There's delusion energy here. There's a lot of delusion. And we're so focused on all the wrong things. I mean, look at this energy right here. We don't have the energy. We don't have that new beginning because look at what we're focused on. Nothing. We're so... The choice is here. And yet, look at... They're both blinded to it. Like, nobody's looking in the direction of this choice, which is right here. It's right here. The Lovers is right here. That's a good card to have. And it's right down there. You have a choice. I mean, it used to be called the choice. It's the end of isolation, the formation of a bond based on love, honor, and trust, you know, whether that be a relationship or a new path in life that gives you all those things. But we're focusing on the negative. We're focusing on the things that we had to give up before this choice came in. Or again, we're not even paying attention to the choice. We might not even know it's there. We might not even see the choice. And that's the problem this month. Is that we're so focused on our own pain and what we've been through and how we're stuck and how we can't get out of this. I mean, this isn't even tied that tightly. She's in quite a sexy dress too. And she's got her 8 swords going down, but none of them are hurting her. All she's got to do is wriggle out of this, take up the blindfold, and walk the hell away. But so why isn't she doing it? Because she'd rather be stuck. And I don't know why you guys are in this mindset of you'd rather be like in this. Then really, truly, it's like you might think that you're seeking this out, but you're absolutely not, guys. You're not. And I'm being honest about that. Like, you're not here. I can see it. Like, you might be telling yourself you are, but I don't think you're even gonna... I mean, you might even fight me about this in the comments until the end of the month, and then you guys will be like, oh, okay, I get it. Okay, I see it now. Sorry. And that's really the energy I get, is that we're not going to realize, like, how we're... It's like you got... But at the same time, I want to say you guys know exactly what you're doing. You're too smart to be deluding yourself this way. So, this is a confusing one, I have to say. This is like, recently when I think it was like last Thursday actually, where I work, we, sell these little bags. I only go there, like, again, like I only read in person once a week and I just like to go in there. But I was helping them untangle all these little stone bags that were all tangled up. And because the owner had washed them and stuff and just to keep them clean and whatnot, and then brought them back out, but they were all tangled. So I was untangling them because, I don't know, I like things like that. I like earthy, I don't know, I like tasks like that. So I was untangling, and this is kind of what it reminds me of. You don't even realize that, you know, maybe you were trying to wash something through, trying to deal with it, but instead you tangled it so much more in Leo season. You entangled the whole situation so much more than it needed to be, and instead of untangling it, you're just like, you're letting it sit there on the desk and you're like, I know I'm gonna have to untangle this someday, and I know like I'm gonna need these clothes or I'm gonna need these bags someday, but if I ignore them long enough and pretend like the problem isn't mine, then it's not mine. Well, that's not the case here. You have to untangle this. This is something that you've got to untangle, something that you have to make a choice about. Okay? Because we're bound by our own anxieties, our own fears, our own made-up problems here. And we're not being very open about, you know, we're not willing to see the light here. So I'm going to get some cards of advice, because this is just like, you guys have like a wall up and you built that wall. And you're like, why the hell is this wall here? I can't see past this wall. Where the hell, where's the rest of the world? Why can't I see the stars? Why can't I do this? Why can't I leave? Well, you built yourself into this. Like, you did this. Like, I don't know what to tell you guys, but you did this. And the choice is right there. And look at what you're choosing. What the hell, guys? I don't mean to come across harsh. My Virgo moon's coming out and slapping y'all, but like, I love you, so just please do what's good for you. You can see that what you're doing is, so it's not going to be good for you, so don't do it. Like, Don't fight. Don't give in to all this energy here. It's like you'd rather fight and be miserable and continue to carry around all this stuff and be stuck where you are, be out of alignment, not even have the passion, be focused on all the negative, constantly be fighting. Again, if this is a relationship, it's like you want to be in a toxic relationship. Why? 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 Like, I don't even know what to say to you guys. Like, why do you want to do that? And yet you're acting like, no, actually, I'm like seeking this out and I'm really spiritual and I have that 10 of Pentacles and it's coming in and like, I know what I want. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Guys, this is, I don't know what happened during August or during the second half of August, but like, just know you're not focusing on any of the right things here. 9 of Pentacles. You have to start, like, what are you doing? I have to say, I don't mean to laugh, but like, you guys are asking, like, I know I don't like using the term asking for it, but you're asking for it right now in a negative way. And I mean, like, you're asking for something bad to happen. You're asking for this all to implode on you, and I really don't get it. You're like, no, I'm like totally good. I'm fine. Like, look at me with my bird. You're not, though. Things might be going better in terms of work and money, and maybe that's why you think that, or like you have this vision that you're going to be there, but you're not there. So what's going on? This is very, like, you've got VR head glasses on this month and you're seeing life in a way that is just like not real. So let's see. What's really going on here? I feel like I almost need a different deck, but I'm not gonna. What do we need to do this month in terms of this situation? What's gonna happen? What do we need to do? Why do we keep getting like these cards right now, man? Okay, we take it. This stuff, yeah. Like, remember what I was saying, guys? You guys are being kind of delusional, if I'm being honest. When I get the star reverse, like, that is a card of delusion for me. You guys think you're here and you're not here. So I'm actually going to clear... You know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to use this deck, so you don't have this many out. Let's get another here. Judgment. The Empress reversed. Yeah, Taurus went retrograde and Uranus. And that shook things up. I think that it's going to force you to reevaluate, even though you don't want to. This delusion about here. What's happening with it this month? What's happening with this month? Whatever it keeps... Can we just... Let's just, come on, y'all. Oh my god, the cards, like, they're flying up, but they're just too many. So can I just please have one? Jesus. Okay, again with the star reversed. You need to see where you have been. Like, okay, so here's that straightforward energy that we were looking for here. Judgment, the Empress reversed, and the star reversed. What a call out. This is like a call out. I'm going to say this is the great call out. I think that might be the name of your video. It's like the great call out. Like, you're getting called out here. The Judgment card to me always says that, you know, we have something that's coming back around, something that's being, you know, something that is dead that is being thrown into our face here, basically. Like, no, you didn't deal with this, deal with it. You know, there's an unfolding sense of our part in the universe here and what we need to do. What we need to release in order to have the change that we're looking for. And when the Empress is reversed there, especially, there's a lot of greed, possessiveness, overly sensual. You know, maybe we don't want to break up with somebody because they're too attractive, or maybe they have something, or, you know, maybe they provide something for us that we might be addicted to, or I don't know what it is, but it's like, wow, I've been keeping this going because of greed, because of possessiveness, and that's the only reason here, isn't it? Because I don't want anybody else to have it if I don't have it. I don't want anybody else to have this person if I don't have them. And then with, again, that star reverse, there's just unrealistic expectations and hopes, which always lead to your fault, always lead to your downfall. There's always too much there. There's just a lot of haughtiness. There's a lot of, oh, I deserve this and I'm going to have this and it'll be fine. And it's like you're focusing on all the wrong things here, and it's going to get thrown in your face. So we're going to do a second part of this reading now. And we'll see what happens, because Jesus, guys. Like Leo, everything kind of intermingles together for you guys. So I'm not going to do like a separate, really like a love reading. Because this to me just feels like there's a lot. In terms of advice, I'm going to look for some advice, spiritual advice for the situation for my wonderful Aquarians here. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I think that you guys know that you've been a little bit too pie in the sky about something, when in reality how you're feeling and all the signs that are coming up and all the things that you know, like, you know this is all going to fall apart, like, you know this is going to lead to a downfall, and yet you're going to do it anyways. And I'm kind of confused about that. Yeah, death. Three of Swords. There's an ending here that is quite heartbreaking. May have to do with Scorpio. I don't know. Wow. These are some harsh messages, guys. But there is an ending here for sure, and it's going to feel heartbreaking. But this is your advice. Literally, this is your... Oh my God. This is going to happen no matter what, though. It's out of your hands, guys. So you might as well end this and deal with it before somebody else. I'm sorry, I keep sniffling. I don't know what's happening. Maybe you're crying a lot. Like, I'm not sick or anything, so I really don't know why all of a sudden I started sniffling in the reading here. But Death, Three of Swords, the Tower, the Ten of Swords, like, these are all endings. Like, I can't even make up a reading like this. I can't even believe all these cards just came out the way that they did. Like, September 2019 has me rocked, y'all. But Death and Three of Swords, the Tower, the Ten of Swords, I mean, what else can we say but very big endings, very dramatic endings? Definitely something to do. If you're dealing with a Scorpio and this is a love situation, I gotta say, I think this is over. I have to be honest with you guys. There's endings. There's massive, huge endings. Maybe this person is ending it, and that's what you've been deluding yourself to, being like, oh, they'll never do this, they'll never break up with me, they'll never leave. And I want to be honest and say that you're kind of wrong here. And if you think that whatever decisions you're making this month and the way you're kind of being self-sabotaging, and you know you are, it's like, you know everything that you're about to do is going to do this, and you're going to do it anyways. Like, I think some of you guys have been seeing this for a while coming. But there are painful endings this month that have been put off and that we have to deal with. Like, you can't. So there's the truth of it, huh? That really doesn't feel like advice to me. So I'm going to pull some cards for advice. I'm like, this feels like it's like totally out of your hands. Your advice. Hangman. It's time to see things from other perspectives, to learn from this situation, to get in touch with that spiritual side, to do what the universe is asking us to do at this time, even if it means accepting an ending, feeling the pain, crying about it, feeling heartbroken, all that other crappy stuff. It's saying that you've got to learn the lessons here. You have to find the equilibrium through your own concept of reality and the concept of actual reality. Okay? It's self-sacrifice. You have to let something go here that you've been very possessive about. You didn't want to let go. A person, a situation. Yeah, the World reverse, and I'm sorry, guys. This does not feel like your month. I gotta be honest with you. I'm really sorry, because your full moon was so good for me, and I wanted this reading to be good, but it doesn't feel good. And this is a big ending, and it feels crappy. It feels bad, you know. There's a superficial vision and outlandish expectations that are being knocked down now. And I think that some of you guys really thought that life was going to be one way, or that this person was going to be the one way, and this was all going to, you know, not happen. And everything's going to be perfect and dandy and beautiful. And that is 100% not the case here. If I'm being honest, I'm sorry. We're feeling absolutely defeated, heartbroken, gaslit. Not even gaslit, but like somebody just knocked us, you know, stabbed us in the back 10 times. We feel so hurt. They stabbed you in the heart, and they went and stabbed you in the back, and it just feels like your whole world just came crashing down here. And I'll be honest, this feels like love. If it's not love, it has a lot to do, I mean, this, whatever you've been procrastinating, dealing with, it's hitting all areas of your life, and you have to recognize what that is. You have to do something about it. You have to admit to yourself that you knew this was coming all along, because a part of you really did. and it wanted to ignore it because we want that good energy. We don't want to give up what we have, what we feel that we own, what we feel that we need, when we don't need it. So I'm sorry this reading has been like this, Aquarius. I am sorry. Like, I don't want it to be like this. I don't enjoy giving tough readings, but know that you're not the only sign that got a tough reading this month. Capricorns was just as bad. So I'm sorry to both of you guys, because I love you both and I did not want this to be so harsh. But let's get some romance angel oracle cards here. All right, advice in terms of romance by Doreen Virtue for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Raguel. Please come through for advice and guidance. Archangel Uriel, Archangel Raphael. Goddess Venus, Goddess Aphrodite. Ooh, okay. Oh! Did I not just say pay attention to the red flags, guys? You know, there are signs that are cautioning you. I think, like I just told you guys, there are signs and we haven't been looking for them. The signs are cautioning you. You know what they are. You know exactly what the signs are. And for some reason, it's like you're ignoring them. So please don't, like, see how she's got this giant hat on that she can just put the blinders down, kind of? Not a good idea, especially because, like, even when she finally lifts them up, this ghost lady's like, yo, there's something going on here. Maybe you should listen to me. Look at me. And she's like, no, I'm going to look at him. I'm going to ignore it. And then I'm going to put my blinders back on. She even has, like, a thing. It looks like she's got, like a goggles. No, I think that's a bottle. I thought that was a goggle on her chest. Never mind. But it's like she's got everything she needs to blind herself to reality. So there's something going on here for sure. And we need to be aware of it. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. For those of you who are married, or we need to have some changes or something here in terms of a relationship or a marriage, there is the possibility to work on that. I don't know, though. I really feel like there's endings. I can't be... I don't know. I don't know if that one's a real one. I don't know if I trust it. I don't know. There could be some healing family issues. Maybe there's heartbreak in other areas of your life if you're married or something. This doesn't have to do with love. It could be that you have a great loss and you saw coming and you didn't really do anything about. Or there's a great ending. Again, this doesn't have to be love. That's just how it was coming in for me and through the messages, all right? It could be, again, I feel like it involves other areas of your life. There's big, shocking, life-changing endings that we've been warned about here. And, for those of you who are in marriages or partnerships that are definitely not going to end, give it a chance. We can work on this. We might need to heal some family issues or some deep-seated issues. Also, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, whose issues might be, you know, the issues with their marriage and what you experienced growing up might have a lot to do with, you know, why we are the way we are now. I don't know. Let's see. Halloween Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. All right, let's see what comes up for you guys for advice and guidance for September 2019 for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and did I say Libra? Oh my God, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I was not even thinking about Libras, but maybe you guys are dealing with a Libra. More, actually, I'm getting that Libra season is when things, I think that Libra season is just going to feel a lot healthier for everybody. We're going to feel a lot more in balance by then, so like, don't worry about it, okay? We have changes coming in September, like late September, October, November. Okay, here we go. Synergy and healing. Cauldron, and what other messages of guidance, advice? I knew this was coming out. I saw it on the bottom of the deck and I ignored it, and I was like, usually I don't notice it, but maybe if it's going to come out. I don't want to give you guys so many harsh messages, but you know, Spirit shoves its way out the way it just flung itself out there, whether we want it to or not. So Cauldron, synergy and healing, okay? Should you receive the Cauldron card, it indicates the importance of combining a variety of techniques or elements to get the best result. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. I'm going to say that a little bit louder, okay? And one more time, do not put all your eggs in one basket. Refuse to choose just a single rigid pathway when a variety of ways are there to be enjoyed and experienced. You can find your own ways to create something new. The Cauldron is a deeply transformational tool. Things have changed once they are put under pressure. Resilience is being cultivated over time, and this means that you will be able to withstand any negative pressure much more healthily from the inside out. I feel like we're being tested. The future, guys. Death. The eternal cycle begins here. Do not be afraid if you pull the Death card, as it simply means that something is falling away or will do so you can begin again strongly afresh. There is great power in this clearing. If you pull this card at Halloween particularly, I know it's not Halloween, but it's like Halloween season for me, the message is stronger still, and you should actively celebrate this new beginning. So there's new beginnings here. I know that we have endings and things falling away, but remember, guys, not to put all those eggs in one basket, because when something ends, it ends. Okay? We don't want to leave a gaping hole in our life. We want to be able to fill that with ourselves, okay? All right, so those are your messages, Aquarius. You can use those 2 cards, you know, my oracle cards, as daily affirmations whenever you need guidance, etc. But I just want to say thank you. If you want to book a private reading, I do have those specials going on for Virgo season, so check out my description box below this video, as well as my Instagram, my Twitter. There's more information and more discounts you can get from checking those out, so do so. And I also do daily readings on my Instagram, okay? Thank you guys so much for all of your support. If you haven't, make sure to like, share, subscribe. Check the other videos for your other placements. Definitely check out that Virgo new moon reading. And have a wonderful and blessed month, Aquarius. I love you. It's going to be okay, I promise. Okay, it's going to be okay. Say it with me. It's going to be okay. Namaste.